And hello VC on record store day, and man, I am tired. I got up at I was at the record store at Doc's at 6:15 this morning, which probably pretty silly, but put me number 4 in line, and I got most of the stuff that I wanted. So I'm tired and uh, had a full day, free beer and hot dogs and records. What is playing? I don't know if you can hear that. Has absolutely nothing to do with Record Store Day. This is Girls' Names' second album, The New Life. I talked about this in one of my earlier videos. I got this about a month ago, and I just playing that because this is my favorite album of the year so far. Um, these guys are really good, and I don't know if anybody has much heard of them, so that'll be playing in the background. But Record Store Day, let's get to that because I got, by my count, I got 17 items today, 3 of which are just records that I got off the shelf that are non-Record Store Day related. Um, we'll get to those in a second. I got most of what I wanted. There were a couple of things. Wasn't able to find the Shangri-La's, the double 45, or I think it was an EP with 4 songs on it. Kind of disappointed in that because I wanted that, but not surprised because that was one of the regional super limited edition things. I think there were 400 of those made, if I'm not mistaken, 300 or 400 copies of that. Um, Nothing on there that I don't already have, but it would have been kind of nice to have. Um, the Captain Beefheart album, I didn't see that or the Zappa single in either of the stores that I went to. I don't know. I think the Beefheart is a live deal. Not sure what the Zappa thing was, but I didn't see either of those. Um, Otherwise, oh, there was a Cotillion 45 box set from Rhino. Then that was, I think, also a very limited run of 300, 400, something like that. Otherwise, I got everything that I wanted. I really left the store and was halfway home, and it was like, oh, I forgot something, and I can't believe I forgot to pick that up, and I'll show that to you in a minute. But I turned around and went back a little bit later, and surprisingly, it was still there, so I did get that. Um, but we will get to the records. I think I'm going to show the, I'm looking for the Cotillion box set here to see how many copies of that they made, and yeah, 500 copies of that, and so I was not able to find one of those. And the Shangri-La's are, don't know that anybody really cares, but since I've already gone down this road, oh, there they are. 350 copies of that has Remember Walking in the Sand and 3 other songs. Nothing rare or unusual, just well-known songs of theirs, but it would have been neat to have. That's my all-time favorite female band, so I like them. First thing I wanted to do was I picked up 3, like I said, 3 records today that have nothing to do with Record Store Day, so I thought I would just show those first, and I don't have these in, yeah, here they go, now they're in order. Um, well, sorry, let's see. Okay, a couple of videos ago, I showed this, Rat On by Swamp Dog, goofy cover, love the cover though, I've always got a kick out of that, that's a great album. And I got that at Doc's Records 2 or 3 weeks ago. Same time I saw this. I haven't opened this one yet. Total Destruction of Your Mind, which is his first album from 1970. Rat On came out in 71. I've heard the song Total Destruction of Your Mind. Not familiar with the rest of the stuff on here, but went ahead and picked that up, and I like Rat On, goofy cover side. It's a great kind of just southern fried soul, country soul music. I think this is supposed to be a little more psychedelic or out there, I've heard, but I will find out soon. The other thing I got of the two, um, I think this is a new guy, obscure little record y'all probably never heard of, um, but no, it's nice to have this on vinyl. And that is, people talk about their favorite album covers. Um, London Calling, one of mine. This is another one that's just really simple shot, kind of simple and um, elegant little picture there. But I've always loved that album cover. Jazz album covers, they have a lot of good jazz album covers, but this is just one of my all-time favorite covers, and a great record too. On top of that, this one is not numbered or anything. It's black vinyl, but it does say on the label that it's a limited edition, and I don't know how limited. Doesn't say anywhere. But that's always been a favorite of mine. So it's nice to finally have that on vinyl. I have it on iTunes. I think I had it on MP3. The other thing I got, this one I haven't opened either just yet. Ike Turner, Session Man Extraordinaire, 1951 to 1959, selected singles. And I think some of this is his stuff, and some of this is stuff that he, other people's things that he played on. I'll find out. I haven't listened to it yet. Talented, bad man, very talented man, as they say. But he did make a lot of good music, personal life aside. And let me see, that's it on the that is it on the non-record store day records. So let me get to record store day stuff. And so what was that, 14 records for record store day. We'll do the 45s first. Richard Thompson, big fan of Richard Thompson, Fairport Convention, Richard and Linda Thompson stuff. This is from his latest album, which is called Electric, which I have seen but do not have yet. Kind of interesting. The song is called Salford Sunday, and the flip side is a blank record. So it's a one-sided 45, and it was nice to find that in Record Store Day. It went to Doc's, and I went to Record Town today, both in Fort Worth. The Thompson 45, according to the record store list, was 500 copies made, so that was a rare one. The other one, and I've talked about Numero Records, that they do a lot of soul records, they do power pop, they do a lot of stuff like that, but they did a special thing for Record Store Day. Got a ton of Numero records, so I was kind of glad to get this, and plus I'm a fan of this band independently of that. Husker Du, Amusement, which is a repressing of their first 45 back in 1981, 81, and I think there's a double 245s in here, so I think it's a repressing of their actual first 45, and the other 45 is, I believe, I'll have to check this, just a couple of other songs that they cut when they cut the 45 that were never released before, and so I guess they're finally released now. It explains it on that, and I've actually read that stuff a while back and forgot it, so I'll have to refresh my memory on that. But Husker Du, in case you're keeping score, I think there were 2,700 of these. They're black vinyl, not numbered, but thick cardboard, good package. Looking forward to hearing that. I got, we'll save this for last, because there's something special about that. Paul Weller, big Jam fan, love the Jam, third favorite band of all time. Sonic Kicks, the singles collection. I thought this was supposed to be the entire album, but I don't think it is. I think it is 5 of the 45s, and 145 being an acoustic version of a couple of the songs, so not from the album. The others are from the album. We can kind of open that up. It's a nice thick box. There were 600 of these made. They're not numbered, but they come with download cards, so you can download all the things on here. This was last Record Store Day, Black Friday Record Store Day, so I actually have a copy of this. Dangerous Age and Piper, or this 145, not the rest of the stuff. Red vinyl. I showed that on a earlier video. Here's When Your Garden's Overgrown, backed with Lay Down Your Weary Burden. Haven't heard this yet. Haven't heard anything but that first 45. This is kind of cool. That's can't really tell, I don't think, on the video here, but it's kind of a speckly Easter egg type blue vinyl. It's not just a solid blue. It's a neat looking thing. We've got The Attic is another. The Attic based with We Got a Lot. That's just a nice flat vinyl. Label's kind of cool on those, I think. Haven't heard that one either. I'm gonna have a lot of records to listen to tonight and tomorrow. Not sure how long I'm going to be up listening to records tonight. I'm pretty tired, but Dragonfly and Postal to the Past, or Portal to the Past, sorry. Postal to the Past, that doesn't really make sense. Clear vinyl, kind of a colorful label again. This is, like I said in another video, love the Jam, Paul Weller's solo career with Style Council and himself, kind of up and down, but the last 3 albums or so have been really good. I don't have Sonic Kicks, the album, yet. Kind of thought this was going to be it, but I think this isn't all of it. This is the acoustic single, which is kind of a pumpkin orange. So 2 acoustic tracks of two of the records on there, and put this over here. The sticker that came with the box, and I cut that off and put it in the box. And this is pretty neat. It's I don't know if you can see that. And then it has a list of the songs and folds open, and there is Weller himself, and it says an autograph poster. I don't know if that's a real autograph. Looks like it, so it's pretty cool if it is, being that there are only what was that, 600 of these. Maybe they got him to sign 600 of these things, I don't know, but so that's a neat thing, and I'm looking forward to listening to. So I got one more 45, but I'm going to save that until the end. Let's see. Let's get on to the albums. Here we go. Rough Guide to Latin Psychedelia. I haven't played any of these yet because I had to went to the record store and I forgot a record and went back, and then I had to run errands all day and do stuff around the house, so I just haven't really had time. Anyway, a couple of record store days ago, I got the rough guide to African funk. I think it's over there, and I'd have to go dig it out, but I showed that on a video, so I should remember, which is a really good record. And I also have, that has nothing to do with Rough Guide or this label, a couple of double albums, and I showed one of them that was the Brazilian fuzz banana guitar, psychedelic music from Brazil from the 60s, early 70s. That's kind of what this is, only I guess it's throughout South America. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. It comes with a download card, which is always a plus with albums. Just regular black vinyl, so nothing too special there, even though the record I'm betting is going to be pretty special. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. This is, there are but 4 small faces. This is 1,000 copies. It says there limited to 1,000 copies, but they're not numbered. So, and someone on the VC community Facebook was saying this was one of their favorite albums. Rates it up there with Odyssey and the Oracle and Sgt. Pepper, and so I like the Small Faces. Love the Small Faces. What I've heard, I've never had an album by them. I've had just some of the 45s that I've downloaded onto iTunes. But Ichiku Park, Tin Soldier, Here Comes the Nice are all on here, and those are all great songs. And the rest of these, Green Circles I've heard, but the rest of these I'm not really familiar with, so I am looking forward to that. Can't wait. Let's see, I don't know if anybody cares, but the Rough Guide was 750 copies, so in case you're keeping score at home, like I said. I got Miles Davis, which brings my jazz collection up to a total of, I think, about 6 albums now. I don't have a huge jazz collection. This is number 1385. So I've got a whopping 3 Miles Davis albums now. Porgy and Bess, this, and Sketches of Spain on CD. Sketches of Spain and Porgy and Bess I like a lot. I really, really like. And this one I've not heard, so we'll find out when I get a chance to hear it. That's another one that's got a cool cover. I like that. So let's see what else we got down here. This one, I just saw it on the shelf, and I thought I would buy it for fun. I don't really know what's on here. Music from The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. I don't know, it's just film music or instrumental or what it is, but it's also limited to 1,000 copies. No idea, so we'll find out if this is any good or not. Maybe I wasted some money there, or who knows, we'll see. Wouldn't be the first time. Let's get this one because we're Sly and the Family Stone, Want to Take You Higher, which is actually there's a medley, Music Lover, Want to Take You Higher, Music Lover, that's live from 1970 at the Isle of Wight. Higher, the mono single master from 1967, and another medley, TV medley is called, from October 1969, previously unissued, and black vinyl, but kind of a cool, it's a 10-inch, kind of a cool label. What is, and I'm looking forward to hearing this because Sly and the Family Stone is one of my all-time favorites. This is inside the record, and what's exciting about that is the Sly and the Family Stone Career Overview Rarities box set coming in 2013, which that's now, but later this year, I guess. 77 tracks on 4 CDs, 18 previously unreleased tracks, mono single mixes, live recordings, studio demos, rare instrumentals, and more. 100-page booklet, etc., etc. So, if you like Sly and the Family Stone, that's something definitely to look forward to. I know I am looking forward to it, and I guess it'll be out later this year, summer, Christmas time. I don't know, but be more money for me to spend. So, let's see here. I haven't opened this yet, but you all know what that is. Elephant White Stripes. I don't think I'm not sure if that was a limited edition, because on the record store list it has it listed with no number. Maybe it is. It's supposed to be on white vinyl, one of the albums, and on red and black, or I think, yeah, red and black, the other one. I'll open that later. Um, Not really one of my favorite White Stripes albums, but it'll do. Um, Not a bad one, I mean, to say. And so there's the phone again. Let's see. This is the one that I had to that I forgot and had to run back, and I didn't have to, but that I ran back and got. Grateful Dead Rarities, 1966. Thick, heavy cardboard double album. A lot of good stuff. That is 5,000 copies. Black vinyl. Like I said in an earlier video, not a huge Grateful Dead fan, but of late I've bought, and I think I've got 4 or 5 of their albums now, and so I'm sort of enjoying them when I'm in the mood. Kind of have to be in the mood for them. It's not an everyday thing like the Beatles or the Kinks or something for me, but kind of looking forward to hearing that. So we got, what, 3 more to go. This one is Calexico, and it's Spiritoso, a live album. I have Feast of Wire is the only Calexico. I've got that on CD from a few years ago. Is a pretty good CD, and I just never got any of their other stuff, though I enjoy that CD, so I probably should have checked out some of their other stuff. But it's got a nice cover, I think, and then the inside is it's black and white. Kind of looks like a jazz album in a way, even though they're not that. But there's the record sleeve is pretty nice, and that one is, according to the sticker on the album, there's 3,500 copies. According to the record store list, there's 2,200 copies made. At any rate, it's stamped on here. I got 267, so that's kind of neat. I thought pretty low number, and I'm looking forward to hearing this because I'm not familiar with any of the songs on there, but what little I've heard of them I like, and it includes a CD inside the album. Oh, this I've got like on 3 different CDs, so I didn't really need it, but I got it because it's kind of cool. One of my favorite, Sid Floyd is my favorite Floyd, even though I love the stuff also between Saucer, which he's got a few songs on that, a couple of songs he plays on, and Obscured, and but the Sid stuff is my favorite, and this was the original picture sleeve. This is a big, thick piece of cardboard. I thought it was going to be a picture sleeve because there's the 45 in there. It's still sealed. And this was the original picture sleeve in England when it came out in 1967, which I always thought was kind of cool. And this and Piper. Piper was in my top 10 albums of all time. Pink vinyl. I haven't opened it yet, but you can see it's pink vinyl. And so I think Apples and Oranges is on the flip side of this. I'm not sure, but I will find out later. I'm not sure if I'm going to open that. I may just leave that sealed. This one I got, and I was going to put it back. I almost put it back because if you read Mojo or Uncut Magazine, and they always come with a free CD, that a lot of times they'll have somebody doing, they'll take a Beatles album or a Rolling Stones album or Pet Sounds or something like that, and they'll have different artists covering each of the tracks on there, and I usually don't enjoy those that much, so that's why I'm kind of iffy on this. But I went ahead and bought it anyway. It's Stephen Malkmus and friends doing the Can album, which I love Can. So we'll see how well it compares to the original. I don't know that it's going to compare that well, but it might be. It may be pretty good. And I should have opened this before I got to the deal. It is, if nothing else, on kind of pretty green vinyl. So I'll give that a listen tomorrow or tonight and see. I think I'm gonna play the Calexico first. That looks the most interesting because I'm really interested in that one, and I don't know what it is. Let's see. Oh, the other thing that I wanted that I didn't get, that they didn't have, is some guy named Charlie Poole, Poole, and the Highlanders, which is I'm not a fan of country music. 99.9% doesn't do anything for me. Not saying that anything against it. If that's what you like, I don't have a problem with it or anything, but just doesn't do anything for me. But a little bit. And Charlie Poole is the stuff is from the 20s and the 30s, and I saw him on the list. And if "Oh Brother Where Art Thou," that type of music is more what it is, sort of old spiritual blues, country, folk, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I saw him on the list and had no idea who he is. That's what, when I go through the list, there's a ton of these people. I don't have a clue who they are, and sometimes I go look them up just to see, find some YouTubes or find their website or something and find out who they are. But anyway, he made the stuff in the 20s and 30s, and I looked up some YouTubes and played them, and thought they were kind of fun, that something I could listen to, um, not always, but occasionally. So I wanted to get that record, and it was put out by Tompkins Square Records, but nobody had it, so, or the two stores I went to didn't have it. Maybe I can track it down later, and if I don't, well, I don't. The last thing, the Double Secret Probation Mystery 45, put out by, not sure who put it out, Rhino, I think, yeah, Rhino put it out. So I saw that on the list and wondered who it was, and when I went in the docks today, it was there, so I thought, why not? I'll go ahead and buy it. And it is Iko, and you got the Dixie Cups, who they didn't do the original because I think this song is a New Orleans thing that goes way back to the way back days, the early 1900s, late 1800s. But there's Dr. John does a cover of it, and the Dixie Cups, who had the hit with it back in 1960 something something. I think they were to have been on the Redbird label, same label as the Shangri-Las, I believe. And even though this is an Atco label with a rhino on it, but anyway, and it's kind of cool blue and red vinyl. Flip side, so you got two artists on that side. Flip side, you've got the Grateful Dead doing the song. So we'll see, we'll see. So there's my record store day. Had a good time listening to some bands. Local bands were playing at Docks. Swung by Record Town, went back by Docks after I'd gone grocery shopping, picked up my Grateful Dead album that I forgot, ate some free hot dogs, drank a couple of free beers, and had a good time there. So I hope you all had fun and got what you wanted if you partake of Record Store Day. And so it was a fun day. See you guys next time. Thanks to everyone that's watched and subscribed, and hope you enjoy the video. Talk to you later.